Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today we're sharing 5 healthy lifestyle tips. So our first tip is to start with a healthy breakfast. So if you're new to this channel, we follow a paleo template of eating. So that basically means that we avoid gluten, dairy and grains.
Yeah, and I think this tip is a little bit less around, what it is that you like, your style of eating or what diet you follow. It's more about just starting your day well. So if you, sometimes we even do intermittent fasting and we made a video about that.
Yeah.
So it's more about getting up and doing something for yourself that starts you off on a good...
And generally, eating something that's a whole food, not processed.
And I was thinking about it too, if you're new to a healthy lifestyle and you haven't changed your diet yet and it's a bit overwhelming, if you at least just do a completely unprocessed and whole foods based breakfast, that's like 1/3 of your diet is already changed. So it's a good place to start. Okay, so our second tip is to take a walk in the morning. So I wrote about this in a recent post on the blog called 3 Steps to Start Your Morning Right.
And I've been actually walking every morning for the past week because I kind of fell off the bandwagon for a while and I wasn't making time to go out and walk. But even for a week, going for a walk every single day feels like a really transformative experience because you're not just getting the exercise, you're getting out, you're hearing natural sounds and...
Yeah, just surrounding yourself with life rather than... I live in a small apartment, so if I don't get out first thing in the morning, I can kind of get up and mosey around inside the apartment and it feels so closed and it's like you start your day maybe checking your computer or emails and things, or even just getting stuck into making breakfast and getting ready for the day. It can kind of feel like you have tunnel vision, you don't have a lot of perspective about the day.
And then you might get into your little bubble car and go to your bubble job or somewhere and then come back and you haven't even taken a step outside. The other thing that kind of goes with walking is increasing your incidental exercise. So just taking the stairs where you can, and this is a tip that people talk about a lot. But I think it's more than just kind of making that choice when you're at the stairs to take the stairs. It's kind of changing your entire mindset, I think, to being, I am the kind of person that takes the stairs, if that makes sense. Yeah. So you see yourself as an active person and that's the kind of lifestyle that you try to live.
Our third tip is about earthing and not being afraid of the dirt. So earthing is a really natural thing to do that we don't do anymore. When I say earthing, I basically mean walking or sitting on the ground without shoes. You can just sit on the ground, you don't need to have a naked butt or anything. It's the rubber sole of your shoes, which, we wear shoes all the time, that block that charge of the earth, which is really anti-inflammatory. It's really helpful, even just for 10-15 minutes a day, to go out and just stand on the grass.
And even if you don't really believe in the concept of earthing from the idea of negative charge and stuff like that, I think it's just a really good experience. Even walking around barefoot, when you consider that we lived for such a long time not wearing things like shoes that support your foot in every way, being able to walk barefoot, it kind of tones up all the muscles in your feet and
Yeah, I've heard that they recommend it for older people because so many elderly go downhill from the point of a fall. But if you're throughout your life toning and strengthening those muscles in your feet, which get weak if you wear shoes all the time, it prevents the likelihood of falling when you're older, which could be a long way away,
but no, it's all good points.
Around earthing, which you can do while you're there, is get a bit of dirt on your hands. We're so paranoid about hygiene these days, and I think when my gut health really deteriorated, that taught me a lot about our microbiome and how our microbes in our gut and on our skin and in every part of our body really interacts with the environment. And we can't be, sort of humans here in the environment out there.
Trying to live in your bubble.
So, I like to, if I'm going out to just sit on the park or sit in the grass, to put my hands on the ground and Like if you like gardening, it's really good too.
Yeah.
Then you're like literally
You're
getting
in the
dirt under your fingernails, and there's good
like
soil-based
strains,
organisms in the soil, which humans for our whole evolution were interacting with. So don't be afraid of the dirt, and whatever you do, please don't like put that hand sanitizer on your fingers after you've been out in nature, because like there's no need.
Okay, so our fourth tip is to start a meditation habit. So this doesn't have to be anything super complicated. It could be like 10 or 5 minutes, like while you're walking. That's another good thing to do. You can walk and meditate kind of at the same time. Or it can also be like on your commute to work. If I think you meditate, you said on the ferry.
Sometimes on the ferry, I take a boat to work.
Very fancy.
When we say meditation, for some of you maybe it sounds a bit woo-woo, or maybe on the fringes of what you feel comfortable doing, but it doesn't have to be a thing. Like you don't need to be sitting on a cushion with
No, I'm actually writing a post this week, or it might come out next week, about the scientific benefits of meditation, because it does have a lot of like actual health benefits to meditating. It's not all about your chakras or something like that, even though those things are all fine. I think that's what makes a lot of people feel very closed to meditation. They feel like it's for a specific group of people, like people that are into yoga, but it's not necessarily. I feel like it's something that everyone should have access to.
At its simplest form, if you want to start a meditation habit, you can, as you said, like just when you're walking or sitting quietly for a few minutes, it's just about like being still and listening to your own thoughts. It's not that you have to like stop thinking, because that's, I think, where meditation gets stressful. I think once we realised that, it was like a complete
different experience.
Yeah. So we've been really feeling the benefits of meditation and factor it into every day. And we're actually creating at the moment our own guided meditation for grounding. So a meditation to help you feel connected, so to create like more balance, a feeling of groundedness and security, and feeling mind and body is integrated. So we'll be putting that out soon on our blog, but if you're interested in our guided meditation, you can sign up for our newsletter, and we'll be letting all of our subscribers know when that comes out.
Okay, so our final tip is to go outside and get enough vitamin D. So a lot of people these days don't get enough vitamin D, surprisingly, even though it's like the most available nutrient, out there, vitamin. But it's so important actually that they actually consider it to work as a hormone in the human body. So it's involved in so many different processes.
It's so protective against many cancers and things.
Yeah, and even it's involved in like depression and things like that.
Yeah, if you struggle with like mood imbalances and things, vitamin D could really help.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing about vitamin D is that when you're out in the sun, it's actually formed, the active form of vitamin D is created on your skin, and then it's absorbed into your blood. We've actually heard that the best time to create that vitamin D is in the middle of the day, which is really contrary to what we've been told. So between 10 and 2 would be the best time. But we're not telling you to run out there and sunbake in the middle of the day. It's still, as they say, high risk for sun cancers. But if you can just get out even for 5 minutes and expose maybe your arms or, you're
that's
wearing
the other thing. It's more
shorts.
about what do they call that? It's like the amount of body that you're showing.
So if you're wearing shorts and it's summertime, just make sure you're catching just 5 minutes of sunshine on your legs.
I just like think of myself as a solar panel. So if I can get like all my legs out, it's like how much vitamin D can I create? Because I actually did get my scores back not that long ago, and I was a little bit low. Not out of range, but on the low end, even though, we're in a sunny place.
And when I've like harvested my vitamin D, I try to make sure not to shower straight after, because it's created on that surface of your skin. So when you hop in the shower, just, don't scrub yourself all down, because you could be washing off that vitamin D. Also, as a rule, generally anyway, I don't scrub my whole body down with soap. But
I think that's another topic. Another topic
James
of the day.
thinks I'm really gross for doing that.
But you still use, this is a different topic, but you still use soap in like the
I
areas
still
where you
use
need
soap.
soap. But there's no need for me to like
Like I don't
lather
scrub
up.
this part of my arm.
I don't need to lather up like my whole leg.
No. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. If you have any lifestyle or health tips of your own, we'd love to hear them in the comments below. And also, if you're interested in our guided meditation, go and sign up on our blog for our newsletter and we'll let you know when that comes out. Otherwise, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.